Working. Give me a minute, guys. I gotta just test real quick, and then we'll get right into what we're doing. But for the most part, I think we're all straight. Usually this works well for me, but let me double check. There's only one way to know, and it's by testing. Testing. Oh, hold on. Testing. 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 All right, we're good to go. All right, so yeah, basically we're gonna be going over. I really do lives for only like an hour, so I can't really get into like depth with the things I talk about. So a lot of the things I talk about, we're gonna reinforce and talk about further. So obviously, you see the title. Do we live on something living, right? Or at least yeah, that's what it should say. Yeah, do we live on something living? And also, I'm going to show you guys that Christmas is just a made up figment by the government, corporations, to make money. It has nothing to do with God at all. And the only reason that we celebrate Easter and Christmas and don't question it, it's because it's a man-made tradition. It's not a godly tradition. It's a man's tradition. That's what that is. So you've been doing it. Your parents have been doing it. Your grandparents have been doing it. Your great and your great grandparents have been doing it. So you get what I'm saying? It's a long line of lineage doing a manly or a man's tradition. But it has nothing to do with God. And this is what they teach in religions. Excuse me, they teach that Christmas is Jesus' birthday. And I'm going to debunk that today. Before we get into what are we living on, I want to debunk this whole Christmas theory that Jesus was born on Christmas and all this other nonsense. I'm going to show you that Jesus wasn't even born in the wintertime. I'm going to show you that. And I'm going to show you that Christmas has nothing to do with God. And it's actually the opposite. It actually has to do with the devil. It has nothing to do with God. You were tricked into believing that Christmas has something to do with God. Christmas was celebrating Jesus' birthday. But that's just a lie. It's just a lie told by your religion, lies told by your man. And I'm not even saying it's malicious. Because the thing is, a lot of people don't even know what I'm about to show you guys. A lot of people truly believe in their hearts they're doing right by God by celebrating Christmas. But think about it. If we're celebrating God, why is Santa Claus involved? Why do we bring another entity into it? And when you see how they talk about Santa Claus, it's almost like they put him against God. Because it's God who knows where you are. It's God who knows when you're good or when you're not. It's God who knows if you've been naughty or nice, right? So why do they make this entity and at the same time he's everywhere at the same time in one night, right? Down at somebody's chimney, 500 pound going down your chimney. Does that make sense to you? And even as kids, how did we fall for such a lie? And then we just keep lying and lying and lying and lying. Like Christmas is literally based on a lie. Like when you think about it, everything about it is based on a lie. Oh, let's pretend it's based on our naivety. Like you have to be naive to let Christmas pass. Oh, it's Christmas. We know it's fake. We know Santa Claus isn't real. We know it has nothing to do with God, but we're just going to spend thousands of dollars, go into debt, and celebrate it anyway. Like it's just like, we'll do it anyway. And then you're lighting up the house, costing thousands of dollars, and electric bills. But that's all. I'm not even going to say it. I'm going to let God say it. But none of that has anything to do with God. The reason the government did this is because they weren't able to sell their products in that fiscal year. Got me? So before the new year rolls around, they need an influx of revenue and of products to be sold. So how do you do that before the end of the year? Let's make a holiday called Christmas. Because, guys, Christmas wasn't always a holiday. Actually, let's look this up, actually. When did Christmas become a holiday? Because the fact that Christmas wasn't here in the beginning and it's not spoken about in the Bible, how the hell do we, how does it come about? You know what I mean? because people needed a way to make money. Let's put this in. When was Christmas started? Well, really, we want to know the year, but let's see what this says when I type this in. But the point I'm trying to make is, see, December 25th in 336 AD by the Roman Catholic Church. And what did I tell you last stream? Religions have nothing to do with God. So now that we know the Roman Catholic Church established Christmas, now we know it has nothing to do with God because the Catholic Church has nothing to do with God. That's a whole separate entity made to make you think that it's godly. But the Catholic Church, Christianity, any religion out there has nothing to do with God. Because if it had to do with God, he would have told us in the Bible. If God wanted us to be in a Roman Catholic Church, he would have said it in the Bible, and he just never does, not even one time. He doesn't even mention Catholic. You can't even find the word Catholic in the Bible. You don't even find the word Christianity in the Bible. Like, I want one of you guys to find it. If anybody could find even the word, I'll stop streaming. Like, literally. The point I'm trying to make is these are all made up by men. So a man made this religion to gain control of a people. That's what they did. And now they made a holiday. Let's call it Christmas, right? It's a pagan holiday. It's paganism, guys. Paganism is the opposite of what God stands for. These are men's festivals. See, Roman Empire, they held festivals, the solstice. Like, these are all men's tradition. The Bible doesn't tell us to celebrate anything on December 25th at all. Like we're allowed to celebrate our birthdays and stuff, obviously, but like Christmas, Easter, what does a giant Easter bunny have to do with Christmas or with Jesus at all? Nothing. If you see a giant bunny hopping around, you better go kill that thing, shoot it, and serve it. That's what you do. That's what any good pastor would tell you to do anyway. The word Passover, all that means is that God sacrificed himself for us. It doesn't mean anything else. Like, people take the word Passover and they think it means, oh, this whole celebration. Oh, let's go buy new suits. Let's eat. Let's go do Easter bunny hunts or whatever. No. It has nothing to do with God at all. That's their way of selling their Easter bunnies and their candy and their stupid eggs that they couldn't sell throughout the year. That's all they do, guys. They make up holidays to sell inventory. Valentine's Day. You think that they care about you being in love? Come on, guys. They do that to sell the Hallmark cards and other gifts like chocolates and teddy bears, stuff that never gets really sold that often. It's like they have a pact with each other. You know what I mean? So let's make a holiday in order for us to sell these types of products, and we'll hide behind the ruse of God, which is literally blasphemy. You're using God and his name and his everything, his essence, to make money. You know what I'm saying? That in itself is just evil. So now what I'm about to do is I'm about to show y'all that some more lies. Like, y'all just have been lied to. Like, whoa, what the hell? We've all been lied to. You, me, everyone. I'm not special. Like, none of us are. Give me 1 second. I just got a message. Alright. So let's go over this. I just want to get this out of the way, and then we're going to start talking about what we live on. So now that we know Christmas wasn't started during the foundation of the earth, because if God literally anything that God wanted to be there would have been there at the foundation of earth. Like, when he was making the earth, he would have been like, Christmas will be celebrated on this day. He would have said it, but he doesn't. He said everything else he wanted. Why wouldn't he throw that in there? Just, the Bible's a huge book. You don't think he'd throw that one other thing in there if he wanted it? No, he didn't. There's a reason for that. First, what do I want to hit you with first? Because I know a lot of this is shocking. Because any verse that I bring to you guys is a verse that you'll never hear in your church. Because any verse that I bring contradicts every religion. It makes every religion have to literally come to battle with me and basically tell me why you're in existence. And they can't. They can't, because nothing is held up. because it's all based on a lie. Every religion is based on a lie. So that's why I can literally take anybody down. Any pastor that's part of a religion, I can take them down because they're based on a lie. I got the truth behind me, and I'll win every single time. I don't care what religion it is. I got the Bible on my side. You don't. You'll lose every single time because everything you say is going to be your feelings. Everything I say is going to be word of God. Like, you can't beat that because every religion was based off the word of God, but they branched off and did it their own way. You know what I mean? It was basically like a man saying, you know what, this Bible is too hard for me to follow. I'm going to take this excerpt. I'm going to make my own religion and make my own rules. And then that's how we'll do it. That's basically what religions are. That's why you cannot trust a single one. You can't trust any religion because they're all lies made up. And it's for a purpose for some man. Well, originally, anyway. And then when that man dies, another man wants to take over. That's just how it goes. Every religion has the same problems. And the Bible told us it would be like this. The confusion that Satan brings. All right, so let me put this to bed. We'll go to 2 Timothy. I'm going to read this one, and then I'm going to show you Christmas is a lie. And then I'm going to show you when Jesus was born. And then we're going to get to the earth stuff. So the first one, we're going to go to 2 Timothy. I usually do 2 or 3 verses every stream. And then basically crap all over your church or your religion. Because your religion is just made up. It's not anything that God recognizes. God recognizes no religion at all. Unless it's holy. If you're representing holiness and that's all and nothing else and nothing on the side, like, oh, I go to a holy Baptist church. Well, no, because John was the Baptist. So what, are you trying to impersonate his name? Like, no. Your church should be founded by the man who made the church, Jesus Christ. Because there's only one church. It's Jesus' church. And then there's only one belief. It's the holy belief. Anything other than that is made up. That's just the facts. Like, I'm not here to lie to you. I'm just telling you how it is. Like, and trust me, I had to bite this pill too. Like, I didn't like hearing this either, but at some point, the truth is the truth, whether you like it or believe it or not. So this says, all scripture is given by the inspiration of God. So every scripture is inspired by God. And it's profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. So if you want to do right, you just follow the Bible. That's it. And the funny thing is, our country is based on the Bible, but we don't even follow the Bible. All this stuff we allow. How could you say, oh, we're a nation under God, but everything we allow is nothing that God approves of? Like, God doesn't give a damn about America. Like, he doesn't. He only cares about holy people. Are you holy or are you not? That's it. You know what I mean? And I love that. We have a guideline. It's not blind over here. We know what we got to do. It's not like, am I going to make it to heaven or I'm going to hell? I mean, if you read the Bible, it tells you, are you doing this stuff over here? If so, you probably are going to hell. Are you not doing this stuff but following what the apostle said? Yeah, you're probably going to be all right. You know, like, that's what I love about this. Like, everything is straightforward. And you either do it or you don't. And the beauty about it, God lets you. He doesn't force you to do anything. You either follow him or you don't. And then in the end, that's you either profit from it or you suffer, you know. And I love that. He gives everyone an equal chance. Even if your life got cut short, he's still going to give you a chance. He's a very fair God. And now I'm going to show you when Jesus was born, because they say he was born on December 25th, which is a freaking lie. So we're going to go to Luke chapter 1, verse 26. And this will put that to bed. And just stop being lied to, guys. Like, stop letting some pastor lie to you. Whatever a pastor says to you, go verify it. Go make sure that they're telling the truth. And if they're not, you need to call them out. Because God tells you to. You need to question people if they're contradicting what the Bible says. Because if they're telling people lies and lying to a whole congregation, he's basically condemning a whole group of people to hell. And you can't allow that, especially if you know he's wrong. If you know he's wrong, you're bound to tell him something. Otherwise, you're just as bad as he is. Anyway, and in the 6th month, guys, so the 6th month is June. So the 6th month, the angel Gabriel was sent from God unto the city of Galilee named Nazareth. So that's when Gabriel came on, named Nazareth, to a virgin. So that's when Gabriel came to Mary. On the 6th month they conceived, and to a man whose name was Joseph, of the house of David, and the virgin name was Mary. So Mary conceived in the 6th month, which is June. So let's count together. So June, July, August. Well, maybe you wouldn't count June. It would be July, August, September, October, November, December is the 6th, right? And then January, February, March. So 9 months from June is March. So, and it doesn't even give the day. So we only know the month Jesus was born, and it's March, okay? Clear as day. Because 6 months from June, 9 months from June is March. It's that simple. So December 25th, that was just made by the corporations, just so they could sell all their stuff and get their money right before the year ends and to get their new merchandise and get it out there. That's all it is. And notice that they have a Black Friday as well. You know what I mean? They do it twice. Because Thanksgiving, that's also a made-up holiday. Because we should be thankful every day. It shouldn't just be one day a year that we get the turkeys and we act thankful for this one day. Like, no, we should be like that every day. Like, we should be thankful for every day and our blessings. So that also, Turkey Day and then the Black Friday, the Cyber Monday, those are all just made to sell products. Christmas is no different. Easter is no different, guys. Any holiday really is about selling merchandise when you think about it. Like, when you really truly sit back and think about it, it's about merchandising. That's it. Unless you're talking your birthday. And, I mean, even Black History, these people try to make money off of these people. It's insane. Like, think about any holiday. They profit off of it, and it's sickening when you think about it. But there you go. We just debunked Jesus being born on December 25th. So stop with that lie. Jesus was born in March, guys. He's a March baby. Or was a March baby. So stop with that lie. Please. Please stop saying Jesus was born on December 25th. Because he was not. And it says it right here. Okay? So, alright. Now, let's see what God says about celebrating Christmas. And this is the King James Bible. So, anyone, this is literally in every Bible. You can read this along. I'm not making any of this up. I'm as transparent as can be. So we'll start with Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1. It's a 5-verse excerpt, but it's needed. It's really duly needed for people that want clarity. Hear ye the word which the Lord spoken or speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. And when he says, O house of Israel, it's not talking about Israel today. Because Israel as a state was just formed illegally, might I add, only less than 60 years ago. So when he says Israel, he's talking about all of his people. Because back then, there wasn't 8 billion people, guys. It was a community. You know what I mean? It was small communities. So it was literally, he was saying, all you guys, oh, Israel. So that's what he means. So when he's saying, oh, Israel, he's talking about all of us. It's not just the state of Israel, the country Israel. No. God doesn't give a damn about certain regions or people. He cares about holy people. Are you holy? That's it. He doesn't care if you're black, white, purple. It doesn't matter. He does not care about that. He doesn't care what part of the world you live in at all. None of that matters. Are you a righteous person? That's what he cares about. And now verse 2 says, Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. So if he's saying learn not the way, he's saying don't learn what heathens do. So that means you have to be taught it. So don't learn it, he's saying. And not be dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. So their vanities are just for nothing. And listen to this. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe. So they're saying the heathen goes to the forest and they cut down the tree. When do they do this, ladies and gentlemen? They do this on Christmas, right? They go out in the forest, they cut the tree down. And that act alone is heathenism because you're doing it for the purpose of celebrating a fake made up holiday based on a lie. That's what it is. And now you're profiting off of it. Like, you don't want to have any contribution to this lie at all. Because lying is literally for the weak. Like, if you have to lie about anything, you're a very weak person. Like, you should never be scared to tell the truth, even if it gets you in trouble. Like, you should just never be scared to do so. Now it says, they deck it with silver and with gold. Where do they do that, guys? They do that on Christmas trees. But meanwhile, your church down the street, right? He's telling you that we're supposed to be doing this, right? But the Bible is saying, don't do it. So who's telling the truth? Is your church telling the truth, or is the Bible? I'm going to go with the Bible, because these churches, they all have agendas. So it says, they deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it not move. They're talking about the tree, guys. They deck the halls with blah, 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 da, 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 da. That's what they're talking about. Decking the walls, decking the halls, whatever they say. I don't even know this stupid song. They're literally talking about decorating the tree. That itself is being a heathen. Jesus never decorated a tree. Jesus never, ever in his life was born on December 25th. Jesus was never associated with any of this stuff. So how is it being Christ-like to celebrate it if Jesus never did it? It has nothing to do with Jesus Christ. They are not. And then it says, I got to finish. They fasten it with nails and hammers that it not move. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs born, because they cannot go. But be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is them to do good. So it's nothing. In other words, that tree is nothing, nor should you make it something. Because think about it, a lot of us, well, I don't want to say us because I don't, but a lot of people idolize that tree. Just sipping coffee, just sitting out staring at the tree, idolizing it. It's a stupid tree. Literally, it does nothing. It can't go anywhere. It can't do anything. It can't do evil, and it can't do good. It's just there. So why are you idolizing something that can't do anything for you is basically what this is saying. And I'll get another day, we'll talk about statues and what God thinks about those. And it's actually very funny what he says about them statues. But we'll get into that another day. But those 3 verses right there that I showed you guys should put to bed this whole Christmas thing, this whole Jesus was born on Christmas, this whole Christmas is holy. We put that to bed, guys. And if anybody tells you differently, show them those verses and tell them to shut their mouths. And now, let's talk about what we're living on. Because last time I had to go. We were talking maps and whatnot, right? We were talking old world maps. I think we were talking about this one. Let me pull this up. And as you can see, Antarctica, because the Lord said he made a circle. He's looking down on us on the circle. And like I always say, this is what we live on, guys. Like I will always scream this to the rooftops. Excuse me, losing my voice. This is what we live on. We live on a circle. Okay, and the Lord is looking down on us. Okay, he's not holding a ball. It's not spinning around as we rotate. It's a nice little story they gave us. I mean, you could tell that to a bunch of 5-year-olds, right, in a classroom, right, and keep indoctrinating them with this information for years till the point that they're just like, you know what? This is what it is. This is what we live on. You know what I mean? To the point like where you find a real theory that makes sense and you tell people, they're like, "No, you're crazy. No, you're crazy. We already know that there's outer space." How do we know that? Because no one has actually have real proof of it. All we have are doctored up photos, and really all we saw was a bunch of astronauts go to Canada. So like when people say stuff like that, it's like, bro, we really don't have anything to support us going to the moon or anywhere. Uh, why is it not letting me open this map up? The other day it was letting me like literally like get a bigger view so I can show you guys. We're literally surrounded by Antarctica. Antarctica surrounds all of us and the oceans and our land masses, right? I might have to buy one of these maps because it's just, for some reason, it's not projecting like it did the other day. Maybe I have to go to a different one. But I wanted to show you guys that now on my map, it's all ice. And we know they do cloud seeding. Like, we know that they do this. So if they're doing cloud seeding, they can make their own ice. And think about it, guys. When you go to your skiing resort, right? You go anywhere, snowboarding resort. What do? They make ice and snow. So they can make fake snow. They can make fake ice. But it actually like can get just pile up on each other and just be there forever. What makes you think that they didn't do this to cover up literally everything that was there? Because I'm going to try to find it, guys. There's literally an old world map showing Antarctica with warm weather animals roaming. You got trees, you got palm trees, guys. And these maps were from way back in the day. Like, I'm talking the 1500s. So the people that were traveling around, this is what they were seeing. They're not just going to draw stuff there just for the hell of it. Because think about it, they have those same things drawn in other parts of the world that people live on. So why would they draw it on the outskirts if it wasn't there? It doesn't make sense. Like, you really have to like ponder these things. Hold on, let me reload it. It might just need to be reloaded because it's supposed to show up blown up on the side, but for some reason it just never does. Da, 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 da. But it's fascinating, guys, when you actually like look at like the landmass. We're lied to. Like, we just been lied to. I truly believe in my heart that they made all that snow and they covered up Antarctica because they didn't want people going over there, accumulating land, right? And just being able to surround the other continents because that's what's happening. Think about it. These governments, they don't want people living around. You know what I mean? Think about it, because we'd be surrounding, because they wouldn't feel comfortable living here. And then you have, what, 8 billion people living around on the outskirts? What if those people one day decided to revolt against the government? They're scared of getting attacked on all fronts, all angles. They'd have to deal with everyone in the inlands, right? And then they'd have all these outskirt people coming in at them from all different angles. And also, not even a revolt. They're just scared of another country owning Antarctica and being able to attack from all fronts. I think that's what it is. I think that's why every country was like, you know what? Yep, everything is off limits here. Because that's disadvantage for everyone. Everyone's disadvantaged with that. You literally can attack from all fronts from that angle. And I think that's another reason they blocked it off and covered it with snow. Let's see here. I can't find that map now. I might have to go to the purchased ones. It's kind of annoying how they do this. This one right here has great color, but I just don't know if we're going to get a good shot. These old world. All right, here we go. Here it is. But yeah, you see right there, guys. Look at these warm weather animals. I'm gonna go all around the edges. You can see it. So I'm guessing they just didn't want people acquiring this land. Cause look right here. Look how close. If you look right here, look how close they are to the land right below it. Like it's like if people imagine this was all populated, right? Because think about it, Antarctica is one country. So if say one country was there and they're like, this is our country, and they populated all of this all around, they basically run the world. Whoever owns Antarctica runs the world because you literally would have everything surrounded. Like how do you wouldn't be able to attack Antarctica everywhere. Which part of it would you attack? Because they're literally so big and so like they're just surrounding everything. And look how close they are to South America. They literally could invade any part of the world, and if they came by ship, they would just surprise you. But they would most likely come by aircraft. But imagine from all angles aircraft coming at you. Like how do you stop that? But they decided to cover all of this with ice, artificial ice. Because you can see it. Look at these animals, guys. You can see it. There's monkeys. There's camels, right? Looks like a lion. And it's all around this landmass. It's literally everywhere. Crocodile. These are warm weather animals. I'm seeing the trees out there. So this was found by explorers, guys. You got to understand. Explorers found this stuff. And I'm guessing where it's red over here, it was really hot weather. It's touching South America, basically. Literally kissing it. So that just shows you how close they are. Probably like within a mile of it. And it just keeps going, guys. Some of it touches, some of it doesn't. It's just fascinating, guys. It really is. Because this is what it is now. They're saying it's just covered in ice miraculously out of nowhere. I don't buy it, man. I really don't. They clearly covered something up. They covered up civilization. They covered up animals. So they killed animals, right? Killed plants, killed civilization. And it just makes you wonder, like, what else are they hiding? Because I think everything I said plays. But what else are they hiding? Now let's talk about Skull Island. Let's see a few of these videos. Sometime today. Why is it not clicking on? Oh, there we go. And then there's a few other videos I want to show you guys. It might blow your mind. And I'm going to show you the view from the side. There's going to be a further side view of that Texas storm. And you're going to see that they were cloud seeding and they literally downpoured in one area. So they're doing this shit on purpose. So I would be very scared and cautious if I were you. Because you don't know where they're going to hit next. It could be anywhere. And they're definitely doing it at random. Just so people can't get like a clue onto like what's going on. That's what they want. And I don't know why this video is not playing now. Like everything was running so smooth before. Alright, this is ticking me off. I'm not going to lie. Let me reload it. Sometimes it just runs slow. But there's a few videos I would like to show you guys before we head up out of here. And it's going to blow your mind. I want you guys to see the shit that they do. Come on. Is it going to work now or... It literally was playing just fine a second ago. Now it's just acting stupid right now. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Why is it doing this? Hold on, let me try something else. I have to wait. Or, you know what, let me open up a new one. Like, I just don't get why it's doing this. Very annoying, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, it was working fine. And then now all of a sudden, nope, we're just gonna stop working. Because I'm telling the truth, most likely. YouTube, they sense the truth coming, so they're like, oh, let's F with what he's got going on. I might have to make a video on this instead of live streaming this portion. If it takes any longer, I might just do that because this is really stupid. Come on. I already got the video ready on my phone, but for some reason... And you know how I know it's them? It's because this is a new laptop. So it should not be moving this slow. So this, I know for a fact that they're doing this to me on purpose. Whenever I notice, like, whenever I'm telling the truth or whenever I'm hitting like a nerve, they always run my app slower. I always notice that. Like, it's starting to really piss me off. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, it pisses me off. Like, how is it still loading? Like, it makes no sense that it's still loading right now. But everything else is coming and popping up fine. Everything but TikTok is just not working. Alright, I'm about to just show you on my phone if they're going to keep doing me like this. How is it still loading? Like, I don't get this. Like, it's literally still freaking loading. Like, how? Like, is this like 1990? Am I using like a freaking, like, I don't even know what they had back then. Like an IBM? Is this an IBM? Like, why is this running so freaking slow, dude? Oh, it's just pissing me off. Let's go. Like, it should not be taking this long to open this stupid page. Oh my god. Please move this faster, please. Like, I don't get why it's running so slow. It literally doesn't make any sense. Like, it has to do this right now. Ah, this is so annoying. Alright, I'm going to show you on my phone. I'll try to put it close up so you can see it. This is pissing me off. I'm not going to lie to you. This is pissing me off. Oh, yeah, so here we go. Watch this.
Over Texas. This is allegedly the storm that took place over Texas, y'all. And I'm not going to lie, I ain't never seen nothing like this.
Oh, hold on. I think I found it.
Now, people been saying, they've been asking, Rock, is this a...
Oh my god, I click on linked and it still takes forever.
Rock said, nah. So I'm really gonna need y'all help with this one. Do y'all think this is AI? I'm gonna show y'all the video. But I'm like, what the fuck is this? Look at this shit.
I don't get why it's going so slow.
What is that? Is that like water just pouring down at one spot? It looks like it's a fire.
Oh, it's just so annoying. Alright, I think it's finally playing after freaking 10 years. Oh, this is so annoying. Like, you guys have no idea how annoyed I'm getting right now. Like, this never happens. I'm gonna try to do an update on this computer after this one, because obviously there's something going on. Like, it's just not playing. It just won't play. Oh my goodness gracious Lord, have mercy, please. Yeah, they're doing this on purpose, guys. This is TikTok fucking me right now. Because everything else is working fine. Literally well, at least I thought. I don't know. I really don't know what the answer is and why it's going so slow. I just don't know because literally everything else is working fine. Or at least I thought. Alright, I think I'm gonna shut this down. This is literally pissing me the freaking hell off. Like, I'm so annoyed right now. Why is it going to another video? I didn't click on a freaking different video. You see what I'm talking about? This is so annoying. It goes to another video? Like, I didn't even click on that. It literally has a whole mind of its own. Look at this. YouTube is working faster. Like, oh my god, man. Alright, I guess it wasn't meant to be. I guess I'll have to show you guys next time because this stupid thing does not want to work. It literally just will not play. And I don't know what to do. There's nothing else going right now. Nothing else is going on. It just will not play. But anyway, right here, you see this right here? This is the vapor, and this is literally the downpour where it's happening. And it's just this one section. It might play now, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Like, I just don't get why it's not playing. It will not play. It just will not play. Look at this. You can hear me clicking, see me clicking, and it just won't play. I don't know what's going on, guys. I just want you guys to see this, and I'll just shut this down. I just want you guys to see like what they're doing. But you guys can check this video out yourself. You can see who it is and just find this video and see it yourself. For some reason, TikTok doesn't want us to see it. But I vow to make sure to show this no matter what. Even if I have to do it the next time I stream. TikTok not about to screw me over like this. Even if I have to freaking do a video on the side, I make sure you guys see that there is no way TikTok is going to keep me from showing this video. I don't get, man. I really do not get why it won't freaking play. And you can see them at right eating. Like, people already know what's going on.